Hello and welcome to round one with taking turns. Our hand is potentially very good. Um, the so the upsides of this hand are we have an engine piece and we have a way to find more lands. The problem is this deck's very mana heavy or mana intensive. I think I'm willing to keep this because it's just me, but I just kind of want to know. This could go very badly. Okay, this is a good start. I like this. We should be massively ahead in this matchup. Wow, that was great. So I am going to fetch a basic. The idea here is to, I want to use my fetches before my Serum Visions, because if I Visions and see two lands, I'm just going to leave them. And I also want to use my fetches before my opponent playing Scred Red lands Blood Moon. I don't know how I feel about this exhaustion here. I think I just want to try and hit more lands. The exhaustion's going to be good with a Giga Drowse. So one thing I do have to think about this game is that on one hand, the best turn 2 Giga Drowse of this game is going to be my opponent's turn 3. I can Giga Drowse, or turn 4, sorry. I don't care about their 3 drops. I care about like Koth or Chandra. So I think I'm just thinking this through. Is this Chalice or Mindstone? Oh. That makes this really obnoxious. So, if I care about 4s, I shouldn't have played this. That gave away my deck. I think I'm supposed to Giga Drowse this turn. Like I'm saying about early Giga Drowse. I think I just need to stop my opponent from establishing a Koth. This lets me okay, I like this. That's a really good sign for me. I like that my opponent is sacrificing their mana. Yeah, that's fine. So my goal is now if my opponent casts a Planeswalker of some kind, I'm going to have a Dictate, and then I'll probably hit Cryptic. I'm just putting myself into the best spot to get out of it as easily as possible. Oh, I don't want to do that. I'd rather Dictate. I want to hit my land more. I could have Snap Giga Drowse, but I think Dictating is more important. Yeah, whatever. Perfect. Boo! Wrong order, deck. Come on, you got to give me the good stuff first, and then, well, I don't even know if that's good stuff. So my opponent probably kept a hand that was heavy on random stuff like Anger of the Gods. Yeah, whatever, I'll go down to... They scryed to bottom, top. Yeah, this is... Yeah, I don't think that can possibly be let resolve. And it's 50% on the basis that I don't want my opponent to do something. Like, this is my turn 2 Cryptic them. Like, that is such a huge edge. to get that out of the way. And then I can snap Cryptic later. Okay, and now I'm going to start going off. I guess there's no reason to play the worst land here. And now we are taking turns. I believe I'm just supposed to fetch a land out of my deck. I'm just going to get another basic. I have enough black sources. I should get the tapped Watery Grave, actually, because I don't need the mana this turn. And then I can draw all untapped lands for the rest of the game. Always yield. There we go. So here, we'll just take another turn. This is actually kind of interesting. I think I want to get my Snapcaster down and start producing damage. Very minor Magic Online thing I do is that whenever I Snapcaster, if I'm going to just use the mana on the thing anyways, I always just tap the mana first so that I can't accidentally pass an additional time through the end of that phase, because Magic Online has a pop-up box that says, are you sure you want to mana burn or whatever? Okay. Now we've kind of reached dead air time. Just doing that, I want more draws per turn. The more efficient play is just right there. Yeah, so here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 8. So parting the Water Veil this turn doesn't do what I want. You want to part on your 10th mana. So here, this turn I'm going to Howling Mine plus Mastery. Parting on your 10th mana lets you attack with the land that turn and the next turn. Just to make sure I don't mess this up somehow, I'm going to Mastery first. Another minor Magic Online time factor is when you have multiple abilities with... Ooh, I can snap back my own thing. When you have... I'm going to tap on my mana first for this part so I target the correct land. I'm going to kill my opponent with a Snow-Covered Island. Why would I do anything else? When you have abilities stacking like that, it's like F7 that auto stacks the same ability. So like there, I put the Howling Mine underneath them because it didn't matter, and then the other two are auto stacked, which saved me a click for like the half a second or whatever it mattered. These things add up over games with decks like this. Ooh, I could snap back my Snapcaster Mage, recast it on the part. Oh no, it exiles itself. That's how part works. Right. You can't do that with the other stuff. We're spreading Snapcaster Mage now. Congrats. You got it. That should have happened like 8,000 turns ago, but okay. Extra land and extra land don't matter. Oh, yes, I would like to reveal Temporal Mastery. I don't know why I did that. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that. Huh. I mean, it's hard to imagine a spot where you don't mastery there. But you do get to see the cards off of your like all the triggered abilities from Miracle and these go on the stack at the same time. So you can draw all your cards and then decide whether you want a Miracle. Chalice is horrendous. I don't think I want EE. Tassiger, also not a fan. Thoughtseize is good. I think the only way my opponent's going to beat me is via Planeswalkers. Commandeer is similarly just unbelievable, and I'm going to cut Fatal Push. I don't want Thing in the Ice. It just seems like a way to expose myself to whatever removal spell or Chandra minus. Yeah, this looks right. The Snapback, I can still, I guess, Snapback is a blue spell to exile to Commandeer. Fatal Push isn't, even though they both can target the land with Koth. It's about the same. And I can also Snapback my own Snapcaster Mage to continue loops. So I think that there's enough edge to having like your bad card be that I'm okay with it. Yeah, as you can see, we spent a million turns comboing out, and our opponent is still only like a minute or 2 minutes ahead of us. My opponent mulliganed. Yeah, I think I have to keep this on the basis of having multiple draw effects and the time warps. I think the way I'm going to play this hand is that I'm actually going to... Interesting, that changes things a little bit. I don't think the 2 life matters, so I think I'm just going to play the fetch. I'm also going to wait to fetch because I'm just going to fetch a basic. I just don't want to lose to Blood Moon. I waited because it's a small... I wanted to draw a basic island, and there's a slightly, very small, higher chance that I do that if I go this route. I don't see a reason to play Howling Mine here, especially because I have Mine Exhaustion Giga Drowse. And I think I just want Exhaustion next turn. Or Giga Drowse later. Not yet, sorry. This is a Jet, sure. I don't think Giga Drowse on 3 gets me anywhere. It's okay against Blood Moon, but I'm not... Like, if I Giga Drowse on 3, I'm not doing anything against Blood Moon in the future. It's not getting any better. Like, it's 4 fetch lines better to draw out of it. So, that's fine. What did my opponent do? They bottomed? I like that. This is Moon. Sure. So here, I'm actually going to Howling Mine and then Giga Drowse 1 land, I think. The reason for this line... So I don't want to lose to one of their 4-mana Planeswalkers. And I need to actually... This is the point where I need to actually get lands to get out of it, so I actually need Howling Mine going. Boo! That's so rude. Land. Well, gotta get out of this somehow. I don't think keeping my opponent off that Moon for an extra turn does anything. This is probably some Planeswalker. I can beat that. That card does nothing. My opponent wants to draw 8,000 cards a turn. That's fine. Basic. 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 Basics. Okay. Let's get this party started. I'm going to fire this, partly because I can draw another, but also because, like, I'm going to just be filling up on cards. I need to, like, there's a chance I can just chain off and get started. There's a chance my opponent isn't tapped out next turn. It's just straight up correct to do it here. Relic of Do Nothing. Great. Nice card. I mean, it does stuff against Snapcaster Mage, but I'm not really going down that road with my life. The best card to draw this turn would be Commandeer. Basically, every card I could be concerned about losing to is something I can Commandeer. I guess Exhaustion would be better, but... Deck, that's the wrong order. Why would you do this to me? I think the correct play is to layer on a Dictate here, just to maximize my odds of getting out of this. And not really, I'm not even getting out, it's just maximizing my odds of going somewhere. I don't think I need the 8 millionth mine effect. Or I guess the Serum Visions is pretty bad because I'm actually, my mana is pretty tied up. There's a chance I want this land still, so I don't want to mess it up. Like, if I just do this, if I like played that and just drew, or discarded that and just drew 4 cards that aren't lands, I'd feel so dumb. Something irrelevant? No! You're so mean. Man, Koth sucks at Commandeer. What? This is so not nice. It's okay. My opponent is running out of cards that can be removal like that, so that's fine. There we go. Okay, so Giga Drowse and Dictate, I think, are off the menu here. In theory, I think I could want the other Dictate. My goal here is to exile a card that my opponent actively... Like, I need to hit Chandra, really. Koth doesn't... Oh! Koth does do it! They might lose to... Oh my gosh, I hope this works. Please, I want this to work so bad. No, that's not nice. That's okay. I don't really care about that. My Howling Mines, they've kind of served a purpose. I'll live. I'm really hoping I get to Koth and then kill my opponent with their own Blood Moon, making my stuff mountains. That's my big game plan. Okay. That's fine. I think there's a reasonable chance I'm supposed to Giga Drowse this. I'm willing to discard Delta now because I can't cast any of my spells without a basic, so I'm not too concerned about hitting that land. I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to tap this. There's a chance I just start going off next turn, and there's a chance that, like, this is... I guess my opponent can't double Scred a Reckoner. They can double Scred 2 Reckoners, though. I think I want to Giga Drowse one. Because they're at 8 snow permanents, so that's 16 plus 3 is actual lethal. I think I'm supposed to exile Cryptic. I think it's just too hard to cast. I don't have any Time Walks in exile. Maybe Mastery is the card I want to exile. Or I want to exile Snapcaster for sure. And I want to exile... Yeah, let's exile Mastery. Ugh, that's a beating. I was not expecting a Simian Spirit Guide there. So, Chandra down. However, given that... So, now I don't actually want to use this Giga Drowse because now I'm at actual 15, so my opponent could just kill me with 2 Scrides anyways if they had it. Exhaustion? Or basic? Not quite dead. I think I want to do this. This isn't great, but we'll see what happens. I think technically I'm supposed to do this. Because then my opponent has to have snow-covered land plus Scred to kill me. Or like any other way. Like, I'm not just dead to a single Scred. I don't think the Giga Drowse gets any better over the course of this game. Yeah, that's what I figured was going to happen. Okay, we're dead. Let's see. Still all seems about right. My opponent left in Screds and stuff, so I don't want to go down this road. I just need to have more basics this game. Yeah, there's no way for me to land EE on 3, so just not even going to consider it. This is great. The amount they're debating their hand implies to me they don't have a Blood Moon. Maybe they have some kind of Planeswalker. I feel like they're thinking long because it has some like intermediate interaction, which kind of implies Shattering Spree. They mulligan, so I don't even need to go into the implications of that. They kept and they scryed to top. Yeah, I bet their first hand was something like Chandra, Boris Reckoner, Shattering Spree. Because they kept on top and mulliganed, I think I'm just firing the Howling Mine. This is a spot where I just want to get my basics into my hand as fast as possible to outrace a nonsense spell, Blood Moon. Also, if they spree it, I can exhaustion them to keep them off Moon for a turn. No, they're dealing with Replicate, so they have the spree. Yeah. Is that even right to do? I think it is. I'm not too concerned about the card advantage. I just want to hit my 4th land so I can get into position with a Cryptic. There we go. I'm just going to get my island. That was a mistake. Technically, yeah, let's get the snow island. Let's just mix it up. Technically, I'm supposed to wait because I'm just fetching an untapped land, and there's a slightly higher chance that I hit a land. Yeah, let's not let that card resolve. That's a good one. We're just going to Miko Koro this turn. You Miko Koro on your opponent's turn because you can hit Temporal Mastery and Miracle it. At least in this spot. I'm not too concerned about hitting Serum Vision and setting up. What does my opponent have in hand? That's pretty good. I don't see a reason to drowse. I kind of just want to keep Miko Koroing because my position's not great. Ideally, I will get to... Yeah, whatever. You have a Siege. Maybe I should have done that in response and I can hit Commandeer. Okay. So this turn... Yeah, we're gonna go one... This turn we're gonna start attacking our opponent's mana. This takes them off Koth unless they have Spirit Guide. Plus, also, this is the turn to start going off because... I'm going to land the Dictate and be in a position to be drawing multiple cards a turn. That does not bother me in the slightest. Okay. I would like to attempt to combo. So give me some crads. 2 crads, please. I should, interesting. So, my options are Serum Warp. I kind of like that. I think I want a Serum Visions. If I hit a land, I can also Serum's Mastery. Interesting. I don't think the land is a big deal. I'll hit another one of those. Serum Visions is fine, I guess. Not strictly required. I'm going to use my expensive one. Ideally, next turn, I'm going to second Dictate Time Warp. We're actually just ahead of our opponent on clock. Yeah, so let's go Time Warp. Just make sure nothing gets messed up here. It is kind of cool that my opponent can, like, redirect or reverberate what's going on. I don't think I need the third... Do I need the third Dictate? Definitely don't need the land. Third Dictate... I guess it doesn't help me a ton in the short term. Because I'm running a little low on Time Walks. Ooh, that's good. Interesting. So... I think I want to Giga Drowse these 2 lands so that when I make a creature, my opponent, like, has nothing they can do. Yeah, I'm going to pass priority to my second main phase. And let my opponent fire off whatever spell they're... Yeah, that's perfect. 1, 2, 3. I'm 1 short, so let's Time Warp myself. And then use my Miko Koro to go up a card. Not quite what I'm looking for, but we're getting there. Oh no, they're dead. Sweet. I mathed bad. So... Wait, yes, this works the way I want it to because counters layer after. And I have exactly enough mana to... Okay, so... Technically, there's a slight difference in what I'm doing. I'm making it a 6/6, and then... So the way layers work is the first... It's like... first thing is copy effects. We don't got any of those going on here. The first thing that happens is you set power and toughness, and then it goes in timestamp order. So in this case, you're setting it to a 0/0 with Awaken, and then the counters are added after, like they're a layer above that, so it's a 6/6. And then when I animate it, the 0/0 layer, I've got 0/0, and then a newer 1/1. So it counts as a 1/1, and then the 6 counters are again a higher layer, so they're added after. So it's a 7/7. Technically correct, still 2-shot. That was sweet. Awesome. This deck does some nice stuff, and Scred Red, not the best against random all basic land combo decks, is it?